Welcome back to another episode. And today we're going to continue taking a look at what is on the shelf, guys. We're on shelf number 3. And this is a nice stack of movies that we have here to take a look at. So let's get started before we're here for hours and hours looking at all these movies. Alright, guys. First off, you can't have any Blu Ray collection without Big Trouble in Little China. Yeah, I know. Still sealed, but I've seen this film so many times, and it's nice just to have this, even if it's still sealed. Planes, Fire and Rescue, RoboCop, a Dollar Tree pickup. And guys, yeah, I know a lot of people don't really care for this film too much, but, picking this up at the Dollar Tree for $1, not bad at all. I don't think this film is really that bad at all, guys. I actually kind of enjoyed it. So, I mean, is it the greatest? No. But is it bad for $1? Absolutely not. Definitely worth picking up. If you can find it at Dollar Tree, pick it up. Free Birds. Joe versus the Volcano. Horror of Dracula. Christmas Story. Home Alone 2. And we're getting into those Christmas films, guys. Christmas films. They're in my Christmas pickups. Home Alone, Four Christmases, Holiday Inn, Polar Express, Mickey's Christmas Carol, Office Christmas Party. We'll try to go through these quickly with the Christmas ones because I know I've already talked about these in a previous video. Jingle All the Way, Grinch Stole Christmas, Christmas Carol with Jim Carrey, Ultimate Christmas Collection, Nightmare Before Christmas, The Grinch, original Christmas specials, and the original How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Charlie Brown Christmas, Let's Be Cops, Whiteout, Employee of the Month. Very underrated comedy, guys. This is really good. I really enjoy this film a lot. Detective Pikachu, Night of the Living Dead. Now, this is the Australian release. This is the Umbrella release. This is great, guys. I mean, this is, I believe, 1990, if I want to say, 90, 91, around that time. Tom Savini went and made this. This is a great remake of the original Night of the Living Dead, with some changes towards the end of the film. Just some changes actually throughout the entire film. But this is just a great pickup, guys. Definitely worth picking up if you get the chance. And it's region free, so you have absolutely no worries about whether or not it's going to play in your Blu-ray player. Survival of the Dead, Diary of the Dead, Day of the Dead. Gotta have that Romero collection. Brave, Cinderella, the live-action Cinderella, Season of the Witch, Cannonball Run, a classic Burt Reynolds film. Jean-Claude Van Damme 3 movie favorites collection: Cyborg, Death Warrant, and Double Impact. Two movie collection: Aladdin and the King of Thieves, and The Return of Jafar. Pitch Perfect 3, Pitch Perfect 2, Pitch Perfect. Boss Baby, The Wolfman, underrated remake of the original Wolfman. Del Toro, great. Hopkins, great. Emily Blunt is in that film as well. Really solid cast. Pretty Woman, Life, Shaun the Sheep, the movie, The Great Mouse Detective, the new Scooby-Doo movies, the Almost Complete Collection, Showdown in Little Tokyo. And we're moving right along, guys. Moving right along. Greystoke, The Legend of Tarzan, Mr. Nice Guy, Judgment Night. I haven't seen this one in a long time. I still gotta watch this. I got this from the Warner Archive collection. I gotta watch this one again. It's been a long time. Ghost Ship, Silver Bullet. Triple feature, Halloween triple feature. Halloween H2O, Halloween The Curse of Michael Myers, and Halloween Resurrection. And Halloween The Curse of Michael Myers, the unrated producer's cut. I found this for like $3, so I had to add this in, to the Halloween class. I have all the Halloween films except for Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, because I'm not the biggest fan of that, and the Rob Zombie Halloween films. I'm not the biggest fan. I'll put it right out there. I'm not the biggest Rob Zombie fan. What he did with those Halloween films. I'm more traditional with I love the original, and yeah, I'm just not the biggest fan, guys. Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. Halloween 2. Kung Fu Panda 3. Kung Fu Panda. Live, Die, Repeat, The Edge of Tomorrow. Monster House. Great film, guys. Great animated, CGI animated film. Just really, really good. Detroit Rock City. Kiss fans have to have this in their collection. This is really, really good. I like this film quite a bit. As being a Kiss fan, you gotta see it, guys. You gotta have it. Okay, the film's gonna start falling here, so let's pull this one out right now. And we have The Shallows. This is a really great shark film. It really is. Blake Lively is fantastic in this, guys. Starsky and Hutch. Action Jackson. Tarzan Goes to India. Tarzan's 3 Challenges. Underwater. Doc Hollywood. Tin Cup. The original miniseries. And Pixels. I like Pixels. I do. I get it. Some people don't like this film, but I really do find this to be a lot of fun. I really do. I think it's one of those films that you really have to, enjoy video games and stuff, especially, the old school video games to really enjoy that much. But I think it's a lot of fun, that film. The John Hughes Yearbook Collection, Breakfast Club, 16 Candles, and Weird Science 3. Fantastic, classic John Hughes films. Crawl. This is really good. That's all I'm going to say. It's good. Maid of Honor. Minority Report. Moana. The Atlantis 2 movies collection. The Lost Empire and Milo's Return. And The Cabin in the Woods. House on Haunted Hill. 13 Ghosts. Mannequin. The Quiet Man. Monster Squad. Passengers. Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies. Vibes. Prometheus. And The Greatest Showman. And actually, what I might do eventually, guys, is go back on some of these older films. A film like, let's pull this one back out, like Vibes. I mean, Cyndi Lauper, Jeff Goldblum. This is an underrated film from the 80s. Some people might not, completely forgotten about this film. Luckily, you get somebody, company like Mill Creek bringing this back out with a classic VHS cover. But I mean, maybe I'll go back and do some of these older films. Just do individual reviews on some of these, because I want to go back. I couldn't tell you much about this anymore. I know, like, Cyndi Lauper's Psychic, but I really want to go and watch this again. It's been a long, long time since I've seen that film. And finally on the shelf, you gotta have WALL-E. WALL-E is fantastic. It's one of my favorite Pixar, if not my favorite Disney Pixar film. Really, really good, really touching, charming film. Wally is just, he's a great character. He really, really is. But that's everything on that shelf, guys. Now, what I'm thinking, maybe what we can do, if I can swing on a rack, maybe I can grab some of the things off this other shelf. Let's go ahead and let's put these games. So you guys are right here with me, going along for the ride here, checking this stuff out as I reach back here and grab this stuff. So let's go ahead and just see if we can just take some of this, take a look real fast, and pull some of this stuff back out on the shelf. The movies that I picked up from Vinegar Syndrome, I did a video on those. Real quick, Fade to Black, Martial Law 1 and 2, Hell Comes to Frogtown, Spookies, Action USA. You want to talk about over-the-top stunts in this film. My goodness, guys. This is definitely worth picking up. Silent Madness and Nightmare Sisters. Let's see what else we can grab here, guys. These are mostly the box sets, the bigger box sets that are on this back shelf. But we have the Bruce Lee Criterion Collection, his greatest hits. A lot of films on this. Not going to talk too much about this because this is one that I might actually dive into at some point and, you know, just check it out and show you guys. Let's see what else we can do here. Some of these we've actually already talked about, like the Universal Monsters Classic Collection, as well as the Friday the 13th collection. You guys have already seen a nice long video on this that I did back when the channel started. We also have, you know, the whole story, the whole Shrek collection. We have all 4 Shrek films. And I've enjoyed all of the Shrek films, guys. I really, really have. Ghostbusters 1 and 2. Something that, now this is a set that I'm waiting. I really want to get into this one. The Record Collection. I want to get into these. Check out all 4 of these films. I've heard good things. These are just horrifying. I'm trying to think of the word to say, guys. And that's really, you know, something that's going to give me nightmares at night. Ugh, I don't know. I'm ready, guys. I'm ready. Let's dive on in. Speaking of horror, the Ringu collection from Arrow Video. At some point, I want to get in and maybe talk about these as well with the Ring collection, because I have an interesting story for the first time when I saw the original Ring. You know what? I'm just gonna just say it real fast, guys. I know I don't want this video to be too much longer, but the first time when I saw the original Ring, a friend of mine who was into, at the time, he was into like the Japanese horror, and he lent me the original Ring. Now, you know, this was a guy. I mean, he was a friend. Didn't have my. But here's the thing. Here's the interesting thing. He didn't even have my phone number. Okay, did not have my phone number. It was just somebody that I worked with, and you know, he lent me this the DVD for the Ring, and I remember him giving me, you know, lending me this, and my wife, who I was, you know, just dating at the time, we watched it like late at night after I got off of work. We watched it, and I actually remember like my phone rang, my house phone actually rang, probably, you know, maybe half hour, 45 minutes after what, you know, into the film. My phone rang. Now that was the creepy part of the whole thing. Like, it's like that would just make you just, you know, late at night. Now, not only that, but it was my house phone. There was no way this guy had my house number at all. You know, if anything, he would have had my cell phone number, but definitely not my house number. So it was definitely, you know, I'm sure it was just a coincidence. But man, you talk about something that just, when you're watching this film like this, all about the phone call, man, that will definitely startle you. So that's something, it's an interesting, you know, just something that always sticks with me when it comes to that collection of films. Of course, the Resident Evil 4K collection. I did talk about this one, guys, my excitement. You guys know how excited I was with that one. My big Dawn of the Dead set, my most anticipated set and release for last year. And you guys, you know, if you've seen the video, you know how many, all the goodies that are in this. Love this set. We also have, as we pull these films out, the Dirty Dancing 30th Anniversary Collector's Edition. This is my wife's set. A lot of goodies in this. She really likes, this is her favorite movie of all time. And she has, you know, had to get her this box set a few years ago when it came out with all these goodies that are included with this. So definitely, if you're a fan of Dirty Dancing, this is the set you have to have. We also have Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? The complete series on Blu-ray. You know, it's like nice haunted house, almost display of how it looks. This is just a really nice set. And again, some goodies in here too. A pop vinyl of Scooby, as well as an encyclopedia of Scooby-Doo. Really nice box set. This is really good, and they look great. They clean these up really, really nice. Really nice job by Warner Brothers. Now we have the first Blu-ray I ever bought. This is the first set, and it was a set, and it was the X-Men trilogy. Had to have it, and yeah, I've held on to it all this time. I do like the X-Men films quite a bit, guys. Now here's something interesting. The Fast and Furious 8 film collection. I got this maybe 2 years ago for Christmas, and I've only seen maybe 1 or 2 of these films. So it's definitely something that I have to dive into at some point. Watch all of them. So I mean, eventually I'll get to it, but again, it's a lot of, it's an investment when you get into all those films. Another set that I have not watched, but I picked up late last year. It was on, I think, during the Prime Day back in October, and that was the Bourne Ultimate Collection on 4K. I think it was like $32 at the time. Just a great price to pick up all of those films. Now, still sealed because I have Netflix, so I have not opened these, and that is Stranger Things Season 1 and Season 2. You know, the old VHS style packaging. This is like the old VHS clamshell. But I had to have these. But I still haven't sealed. Like I said, I have Netflix, so no need to really open those up at this time. Alien Anthology with all the Alien films. So many. I mean, you talk about special features. This set has an incredible amount of special features behind the scenes. It is just ridiculous how much is on this set. Someday I really need to dive into it. I know this is an older set, but I really need to dive in and look at all the special features with this collection. The Rocky Heavyweight Collection. All the Rocky films, minus the Creed films. But this is just, a great collection of films. Now here's a set that I actually picked up probably a few months ago from a local movie store. Actually, about an hour away. This movie store is about an hour away from me. You could trade movies in, you could buy movies. But let me tell you, this video place has incredible prices on their Blu-rays. Someday I'm hoping I could take a ride out that way and maybe videotape, there and show you guys, because she has an amazing the amount of Blu-rays that she has in this area is just astonishing, and she has great prices too. But this is the James Bond collection. This is actually missing Spectre. It had reserved for Spectre for when it came out. But luckily, when I picked this up, it wasn't in there. But she said that she had an extra copy and put it in the set. So she actually completed the set by putting Spectre in there. And she gave me a great price on this set. So I love the Bond films. Just fantastic. Thunderball, Live and Let Die. They are probably my 2 favorite films. My favorite, Roger Moore, obviously being Live and Let Die. That was my favorite Roger Moore film. Thunderball, my favorite Sean Connery film. But they're great, guys. You can't go wrong with the Bond films. The Predator 4K 4-movie collection. Almost there, guys. The Spider-Man High Definition Trilogy. Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3. The original Tobey Maguire trilogy. And finally, something that I'm hoping is going to be on 4K at some point. And that is the Indiana Jones, The Complete Adventures. They look great, but I would love to see these films on 4K. Especially Temple of Doom. Temple of Doom is my favorite Indiana Jones film. I would just love to see all these, though, on 4K. So, guys, that pretty much is, that covers two shelves. The third shelf and fourth shelf. So we are getting there. I want to show, try to show you guys, the bottom shelf in the next video, and then keep on working our way down. Like I said, we're going to skip the steel books, and we're going to skip the DC animated films because there's a lot of those, and they basically take up an entire shelf just on their own, and I've already showed those off in a video. So hopefully you guys are going to enjoying these videos so far. Yeah, I really like showing you guys everything I have here. Just like I check out the videos that some of you guys. I've had some fellow YouTubers who have subscribed to my channel. I've subscribed to their channels, and I really I'm having a great time checking out their channels, and I've actually gotten some ideas off of them. Like things that things that I didn't know were actually out and released. But now I'm thinking about maybe I'll go pick some of those things up. So it's it's great. It's a great group of people. A community with the Blu-rays and everything. And I'm glad you guys are enjoying the channel so far and checking out checking out all the movies that I have and checking out all this stuff. So guys, I really appreciate it. I know I'm probably rambling on at this point, but just please like, subscribe, and comment if you get the chance. I appreciate it, and have a great night. I'll see you in another video.